Coming at you live from my home studio in beautiful La Puente, California. This is the All Dodgers podcast. It's an NL West championship podcast, my friends. The Dodgers avoid giving us a heartache, a heart attack, and they avoid losing the series to the Padres. We got reactions to the win, to this massive win by your boys in blue. The Dodgers bats wake up late in the game, which is not good for your blood pressure, but man, is it fun to watch this team turn it on late, and everybody contributes late in the game. Not all happy. We got to talk Freddie Freeman. We got to talk Walker Buehler, who had himself a hell of a start. But guys, sound off in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling about this frickin' game. Your Dodgers down the frickin' Padres. It's early in the podcast. Can't drop F-bombs. YouTube gets mad at you. But 7-2. Dodgers beat the Padres. Ohtani 3-hit game. Mookie Betts. That's right. Your boy woke up. Mookie Betts 2-hit game. Couple of ribbies for Mookie. Kike Hernandez comes in the game late, puts a 2 spot on the board there, 2 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. Just up and down the lineup. People making a difference in this ball game. Not everybody played an important part of scoring runs, but everybody did a little bit of something to help this team win. But hey, enough of me. Let's jump into the comments a bit here. Let's go. I see Jeremy Bird right off the bat. I opened the chat here. I see a $9.99 super chat saying "Go Blue." Thank you very much, Jeremy Bird, and that's just a good reason to pop the bottle once again. We are celebrating. We're taking shots, or at least I'm going to make myself a nice little drinky poo when it comes to super chats on tonight's show. Hopefully you guys are drinking. Happy Thirsty Thursday to you all. I'm making myself a cocktail here, same as last night. Listen, it worked last night. It's got to work again, and it's going to be a problem if I have to keep doing this all through the postseason to help this team win. Prayers out to my liver. Diane is in the chat. What's going on, Diane? And I should always remind you to do what she reminds me to remind you to do. Tell you guys, subscribe to the show, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Give the video a like. Hit that thumbs up button for your 2024 National League Western Division champion Los Angeles Dodgers, along with NOS champion manager Dave Roberts. 9 years running. Dave, everybody loving the Dave Roberts, right? Everybody, we're happy about Dave. He's here. We're feeling good. Listen, he finds a way to get the job done, but I saw a comment. Let me see where it was. I saw a comment from a regular. There it is. Anthony Keene. Thank you. I thought it was Keene. Says, what's there to be happy about? Job's not finished. We could be happy. Listen, we're here 162 games a year, just like the team is. We get paid a whole lot less than the team does. We can be happy. We can celebrate. Look at that. I'm missing the celebration to be here with you guys. Also, people watching the show, call into the voicemail hotline. Let me know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts about this game, about this team, the outlook. It wasn't an all-great game today or an all-great day today for the Dodgers. There were a number of injuries. I did a video about that earlier on the channel. Check it out if you missed it. Brusdar Graterol out for the season, most likely. Clayton Kershaw out for the rest of the season, most likely. Eric Flores' regular season is finished. I mean, I don't know if you're being negative or if you're being like, yeah, hey, now it's time for the postseason. I'm going to take the positive. Hey, postseason is here. The games mean something again. We just got to get through 3 more fake games, and you know what? We'll have a good time. But share the video. Let's have some fun. Let's get into this one in just a second. But first, before we talk about that game and all the BS of it, the good BS, I got to tell you about Bet Online. It is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football. Bet Online has every stat, every matchup, even live odds and spreads while the games are being played. And if you think you know your stuff, you can get in on their $200,000 mega contest. Pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance at weekly prizes and a share of that $200K. If the game is over, if there's a game not happening or not a game happening, head on over to their online casino. Get in on a game of blackjack. Get in on a game of poker. Unwind with over 150 slot games right there at your fingertips. Head to the website today. Get in on the action. Bet online. The game starts here. And let's restart. Let's reset, I should say. That was a rough game. It was a rough game. Dodgers get, I think it was 3 hits off Joe Musgrove. I think they got to him a little bit later as well. I ended up moving rooms in the hopes that 5 hits. So, of course, they start the scoring. They start getting the ball moving on him pitching into the 7th. You know what? Dave Roberts would have got a lot of crap if he let a pitcher pitch into the 7th and the game kind of unraveled from there. But, again, big stuff from Walker. Here's our 3 big talking points, overarching talking points. It was a rough one, big stuff from Walker, and the Dodgers are inevitable. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now, and I know it's kind of an overused sentiment, but they prove it. They've been doing this a lot where they come back late. They make a game of it late. They did that yesterday. They did it on Sunday. Makes your boy need to have a drink or two. But let's get into the comments here. BL Boyd, Max is lost at the plate, really missing some juicy pitches. He's a little discombobulated right now. Hopefully, I mean, thank God this is not Max Muncy that needs to be hitting in the 3-hole in a cleanup spot. They can kind of bury him later in the lineup and hope that he can find some walks, find something, find a barrel. You hope Max can start finding some barrels, but for now, you got 3 games to kind of lock in that swing, and then baseball starts meaning something again. In what is it? A week from Friday is when the Dodgers play again. No, wait. The NLDS starts on Saturday, so a week and a day from Friday. Victor in the chat, $20 super chat. Thank you very much. Vic as it says, congratulations to you, Clint. This has been a great year for the All Dodgers podcast. Thank you very much, Victor. I'll have a drink out of that. Or because of that. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Appreciate you, Victor. Appreciate everybody hanging out on the channel all season long. This has been fun. And listen, guys, we're just getting started. We are just getting started. Hopefully we got a lot of postseason baseball to be watching ahead of us. Yang Yi in the chat says, Walker won the most important game. Listen, if we're getting ahead a little bit, talking Walker Buehler for a second. What is it with Walker Buehler and these important play-in games? Almost, kind of. You're trying to make that 163 connection. I'm going to happily make that 163 connection. Walker Buehler can do it. Butane of old was not there. He did not have the punch, but he did enough. He was the ace of this series for the Dodgers. He pitched through 5 innings, allowed just 1 run, gave this team exactly what the hell it needed, and didn't get the win, but he set the team up for success and to eventually beat them Padres late in the game. Hepatitis C later in the chat. I'm going to hit the clap just because I love the name as always. Says, I had to change my pants in that 7th inning. Yeah, it's a good change. It's a good changing of pants. We'll call those rally pants. Whatever you did in those pants, you got to start doing it again. Maybe do it a little bit earlier so we don't need to wait until the 7th. And then also Andy Pajes chipping in later on in the game, doing some good stuff with the bat. I love me some Andy Pajes. We'll talk about him in a second. BC says, what bums, huh? Hey, listen, Dodgers were bums for the first 6 innings. That's kind of what it felt like. Felt a lot like that. He's talking about the terrible pitchers. Our Dodgers terrible pitchers. Listen, shout out also to, once again, this electric bullpen. They keep the game right there. 1 run over the final 4 innings of the ball game. First time I think they allowed a run in this series, if I'm not mistaken. I don't bring my facts to the fight or my numbers. I bring my facts to the fight. I don't care about stats. I forget numbers. But even so, Evan Phillips gave up a run. Not his best outing, but the game was still close enough. That's a lot because of Walker Buehler keeping the game right there. Just that 1 run over 5 innings. Massive stuff from Walker Buehler. Let's take a minute to listen to a voicemail here, guys, as I apparently left the like and subscribe button on for this scene. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe if you're not subscribed there yet. Let's see. Let's listen to, I think this is our guy, Noah. Let's listen to Noah. Noah, you're going to lead us off, and we're going to have a good time.
What up, guys? It's Noah, as you know. And I got to say, guys, I forgot to say this. I sent it as a super chat, but I got to say it again. Fuck the freaking parking lot. That was satisfying to say. Oh, yeah, and fuck Manny Machado. That was also satisfying to say. Because, dang, at the stand, everybody went nuts. And I got to say, it was satisfying seeing Machado strike out. And I do not regret naming my dog Mookie. And Ohtani is MVP. He is the GOAT. And let's all be honest here. Andrew Freeman is the best baseball head of operations that the organization has seen. Then again, I'm only 26 years old, so I can't say for the 1950s and 1960s. Yada, yada, yada. Ultimately, though, guys, let's go Dodgers! And have a good night.
We appreciate our guy Noah calling in. Andrew Freeman may be no Buzzy Bavasi. He may be no Al Campanis. Don't look at the end of his Dodgers tenure. He might not be my good, close, personal friend, Fred Clare, but he does some magic with this Dodgers ball club. And technically, if I'm being technical with what Noah said, technically, Andrew Freeman is the first head of baseball operations in the organization's history. Those other guys were GMs. But even so, we appreciate Noah calling in. We appreciate the positivity. This is a good ball club, despite all of the issues, all of the injuries. Now we got to worry about Freddie Freeman. By the way, we'll get back to the voicemail hotline in just a little bit. I think I saw a couple of super chats in here. Yes, sir. I see $4.99 from our friend Richard Flores. So cheers to you, Richie. He says, Mr. Irrelevant rounding the bases with a full double middle fingers. This feels so good. Nothing but guts from the Dodgers. Drink up, Clint. Thank you very much, Richie. Appreciate you, bud. Oh, man. Nick Ramos says the rally pants. Yeah, whatever you were wearing, guys, you got to wear it for the rest, all through the postseason. I think that's how it works. I don't know how stitious you are. I'm pretty superstitious when it comes to these kind of things. So, I was going for something early in September. I was trying to do the rally hair, but I just started getting hot, so I had to get a haircut today. So Dodgers win. We got a rally haircut, and if they keep winning, I'm gonna have to get a haircut every day. I think that's how it works. I don't know where that came from, but see, it's about doing the little things. Like Gavin Lux was doing bad. He trimmed the beard. You got to do things to help your ball club win. You guys are a part of this problem, too, I've decided. Let's see. Did I see another one? Richie Flores, another $1.99 super chat as well. Thank you very much, Richie. Says DeVore Man Cave can live stream in the works. We are going to do a live stream at some point at Richie's in DeVore. I promise you it will happen. But, guys, let's get back into the game for a little bit here. Again, you take a while, the Dodgers bats wake up in the seventh, and you're seeing that pattern. Not great for our blood pressure for this kind of I cannot survive that if that's going to keep happening for the rest of the month of October, and if they make a deep run through the month of October. I don't know that I can handle them being down a run or two through the first X amount of innings and especially against the Padres. Like, it's just tough. And pop-ups, strikeouts, grounding out, just weak shit. Seventh inning, though, when that happens, my God, is that a boost. My God, is that fun. Andrea saying, Ohtani MVP. Lock that MVP in. It's there. It's done. There's never been, if there's somebody who doesn't vote Shohei Ohtani for the National League MVP in 2024, they're an asshole. They are a straight asshole, and they are trying to make it about themselves. That's all I'm going to say about that one. But, took a while to get there. 3 hits off Musgrove over the first 6 innings. Bats break out for 5 in the 7th. Will Smith, you guys see him. He is the thumbnail of this video. Will Smith got us going. Big double. Will, was it a double? Yeah. Willie, emote. He had the emotion. He had the fun. He had the excitement. Now I got to double check. I'm even like, It wasn't a double. It was a home run, you dumbass. I was like, why did I have double? I'm so used to Will Smith hitting doubles, but Will breaks it open or opens the game, ties it up, really, but opens the Dodgers scoring, gets the vibes going. What did this team tell us last year when they struggled through the postseason? When they got swept out of the postseason while struggling. One of the narratives was, hey, they didn't have any momentum, they didn't have any chemistry, they didn't have any excitement or whatever. Well, runs, scoring, putting points on the board, that's exciting. That gets the team going, and it did that. You saw Will. I give it a 70 grade bat flip from Will Smith. The excitement hypes up your team, and then the boys just kind of break out from there. Pajes gets in on the mix after that. Kind of, a little bit of lucky. We'll take luck. Shohei, of course, is him. Kike Hernandez doing some good stuff with the bat, like I already said. But Shohei, this is we said it earlier on Dodgers territory. We said it a lot last night. Shohei he wants this, man. He wants this so freaking bad, and it shows. And it's nice to see that because we've seen the Dodgers over the last few years. It always feels so ho-hum, and they get that homer or they get a base clearing double or whatever it is, and there's just not enough there. There's not enough emotion. Give me more. I need more out of this team. Give me what Will did. Give me what Shohei keeps doing, and that keeps. I think it shows. It's facts. It gets the momentum going. It gets the energy going. It lets Mookie Betts break out of his pop-up slump. Mookie with a fucking massive hit there, also in the 7th inning. I think it was it a double as well as single, right? Yeah, duh. Sorry, I didn't write down the exact moments. I just know, oh shit, Mookie, do something. That is awesome. This is what we want. We want points. Thank you, Mookie. Give us points. I know. Again, I'm not nailing it right now. This is very reactions, very raw, very happy boy because Dodgers again, National League West champions, 11th time in 12 years. It's pretty dang good. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and then the bad thing happens. Freddie Freeman. We got to talk about Freddie Freeman because it wasn't all happy for the boys. Rolls his ankle trying to navigate around. Was it a rise at first base? Navigate around and beat out a single. Did not work. Freddie, you're old, you're tall, you're lanky. Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that weird, awkward, twisty trying to beat out or trying to avoid the tag. Rolls the ankle pretty good. We're waiting word on the severity. It did not look good at all in the moment, of course, because he could barely put weight on it as he was walking off the field. Let's see if there's any sort of update at the moment on Freddie as it is. According to Dylan Hernandez, he is on crutches and in a walking boot, which is not surprising. Of course, you guys are also most likely watching the post-game celebration, which, kind of jelly. Usually I never do the post-games during clinching games, but even so. We're here. We're having a good time. I want to go back for a second on Mookie before we keep talking Freddie. On Mookie, did anybody else get that feeling of like the Undertaker meme kind of rising from the dead? After all the trash talking I did to Mookie over the last 24 hours, listen, the magic works, guys. The magic works here on the All Dodgers YouTube channel. You talk shit about Mookie, and he's going to do something special. Back to the chat. I see a $5 super chat from Diane. Diane says, oops, I forgot to record a voicemail, but take a shot anyway. You know what? I got to refill. But thank you very much, Diane. TK Gates in the chat says a lot of bubbles being poured. They need to party. They need to party hardy because this is Shohei's first time going to the postseason. And I honestly kind of did not like the fact that they didn't celebrate. Just a little champagne toast when they clinched that playoff berth. And I understand it's the Dodgers. You don't need to go extremely hard in the paint when you clinch just a postseason berth. But some of these guys haven't been there before, namely Shohei Ohtani. some of those rookies too. Give them something. Even they knew they were going to celebrate. They knew they were going to win the NL West. We all knew that, right? Right? Daniel, I see Daniel in the chat says, "Newsflash, you're going to face good pitching in the postseason." Yeah, they did that. They did that here, and they beat them. Took 2 of 3 from the Padres. They didn't take Game 1. We wanted Game 1, but things become things. Doesn't matter how you get there. You just got to get there, right? What am I looking for? Oh yeah, back to Freddie. So we're waiting on that. I think Freddie's a big boy. Tape it up. Get back out there this weekend. I'm holding out hope that it was a bad looking roll. It was definitely a bad looking roll. I don't think it's going to be something that keeps him out. I hope I don't come back to eat those words, but I think he'll be okay. The bone wasn't sticking out, right? He's not like a fleet of foot runner or anything like that. I think he can handle, putting a little weight on that appendage. But we'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow will be a very, very different looking day. Let's go back to the voicemail hotline real quick. No, I don't need you on right now, but you guys should like and subscribe. If not, looks like we got a new caller in. Looks like we got a new call from Nick. Let's hear from Nick real quick.
This is Nick from Seattle, Washington. Dude, this game was awesome. It's so great seeing the energy and everything from the team. Have we got a swagger back? Bills? Flipping a bat? What? That was crazy seeing. It was just awesome seeing Mookie, everyone just fucking going crazy. So, great win. And, yeah, let's get some rest in Colorado and let's keep momentum rolling. See ya.
Great call right there. Great. Listen, I respect anybody who calls Will Smith Dills. Underrated to call Will Dills. And, yeah, get the swagger going. That's what you need. This team has often not had their collars popped in the postseason, going towards the postseason. Again, you have it where it's ho-hum. And that's just kind of a problem, It's kind of a problem. But let's go back to the chat here for a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes I just say it's kind of a problem as I buy myself time. It's a one-man show. I'm pushing all the buttons. I'm doing all the things. Yada, yada. I see my guy, Albert, in the chat. What's going on, buddy? He says 11 more, Clint. Let's go. 11 more important wins coming up for your boys in blue. Got to get that. Got to get a full regular season, a 162 season championship back under our belt. Bira Samus says Will Smith slapped the shit out of that baseball. You guys remember that one time Will Smith, the actor, slapped Chris Rock? Huh? Everybody remembers that one. Let's see what else we got here. Freeman completely hammered. I'm going to enjoy going back and watching this one for sure. What am I looking for here? A few people are saying that Andrew Friedman is hammered. Speaking of hammered, I see my guy Kevin in the chat. He said crazy. He told everybody to relax after the first game. I mean, after that first loss, it was just a painful loss. And you immediately go to that dark place you were at in 23, that dark place you were at in 22. And in that seventh inning, I don't know if anybody else felt it. If anybody else could go back and remember that awful Game 4 where the Dodgers lost against the Padres in the NLDS. I think it was Game 4, right? That seventh inning the Dodgers put up today, to me, it was giving reverse 2022 Game 4, NLDS Game 4. That's kind of what I felt. For the people who understand that, cool. If not, sorry. That's all I got. Let's talk Walker, though, guys. I want to talk Walker, and then we'll actually let's listen to one more. We got one more voicemail in here. I believe it's our guy. Richie. Let's listen to Richie in DeVore. I'm sure he's got some thoughts.
Well, Clint, happy Clinch Thursday to you and to all of us that went through the ups and downs of the season, the injuries, the having to put up with the Gavin Bigios of the world and the Nick Armeds of the world. And we finally did it. And the beauty of it is we did it against Little Brother with their bat flipping and their shit talking and them being the most celebrated team who has no championship stapled to their name. This whole series was a big, huge FU to the Padres, and we did it in our house. and we let the world know that, hey, even though we're banged up, when you have an offense that we have, we're still a team to be taken seriously. It was a beautiful thing. And Ferris came through. He gave us 5 strong innings, and this is what we need. Now let's see about Freddie, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. So as far as I can say, I'll end it with this. The Padres, take that 2022 NLDS banner, bend over, and wipe your ass with it. So fuck the Dodger Stadium parking lot. Fuck the Padres. Fuck Manny Machado. Fuck Mr. Ringworm. And for the love of God, fuck the Ghost Runner. Let's do this shit. Bye.
Our guy, Richie, let's do this shit. Really hope we don't meet the Padres in the first round. But anyways, that is besides the point. All right, let's talk about Walker Buehler, guys. Best game by far for Walker Buehler. It'll be another short show today, by the way. We're going to be here. We're going to be hanging out for a little bit, but we've got a lot of postseason ahead of us. Postgame shows probably won't be as long, but you'll have plenty of postgame shows going on. I think my buddy Scott Gearman is on right now at Dodger Blue. I know Jeff Snyder will be on Locked On Dodgers in a little while as well. Dodgers are doing their own postgame partying in the Dodger Stadium clubhouse. But, yeah, Walker Buehler, even this version of Walker Buehler gets it up in that 163 environment. This was his first postseason start, even though it wasn't the postseason. This is his first postseason start since 2021. This was his best postseason start since like NLDS 2021. He looked okay. If we're not being blowing smoke up our own asses, he loves the big games. He showed enough, but you'd like to see a little bit more strikeout. I understand it's the Padres. I understand it's a very, very good team. They have bats. They can go bat to ball, but still, I want to see a little bit more punch out of Walker Buehler. We saw it in his last start, nine strikeouts. Very different team when you're talking about the Colorado Rockies, but Walker gave them what this team needed. 5 innings, could have gone 6, and I wonder if you guys want to know, or if you guys would like to have seen him pitch into the 6th. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat here because Noah Ortega talking about what Dave Roberts said, I love beating those guys. All of a sudden, Dave Roberts has personality when it comes to this situation, this baseball thing, this manager thing. Maybe he was watching me today on Dodgers territory where I kind of slammed him a good little decent bit. But anyways, yeah, I think I would have let Walker pitch into that 6th inning. However, I say that knowing that earlier in the day, in talking to my barber, funny enough, we usually talk baseball. I had said if he's through 5 innings and he's given up two runs or less, take him out of the game. Let him go into the postseason with a good feeling. And then I'm sitting here seeing him get congratulated in after the 5th inning, and I'm like, no, let him go into the 6th. What the hell is wrong with you, Dave? Mask these pitchers. Dave is showing all the relievers to the Padres. This is the team you might see in the freaking postseason. The team you're likely gonna see in the postseason. But hey, it's all part of the overreactions. It's all part of the pain and the fun and the frustration of being a baseball fan, being a sports fan. It's called, what do they call that? Well, it's not, couch quarterbacking or couch managering here, but it kind of is. Neil Casimoto talking about the Padres being a good team. They move runners over with small ball. They do a little bit. Hey, did you guys see? The Padres got down a bunt. Crazy, right? Crazy you can do that. But they did it. 275 Vet in the chat says, I think they pulled Walker at exactly the right time. My brain was saying I would really love to see him go into the 6th. My heart was saying, I guess it was the other way. The heart was saying I'd love to see him go in the 6th. My brain was saying, no, this is the right time to pull the plug. Unfortunately, Phillips gives up that run in the 6th inning. Then it doesn't look like as good of an idea, but things become things. The rest of the bullpen locks it down. Anthony Bonda makes his return from the injured list. Does a damn good job for this team over an inning and a third. Picks up 4 outs. Just No punch, no walk, no nothing. Just do your job after coming back from the IL. And all of a sudden, with the news today, Brusdar Graterol likely out for the season with shoulder inflammation. Most likely Clayton Kershaw out for the postseason with whatever's going on in his foot and other things. Banda, again, becomes very, very important to this team. Ben Kasparius becomes important to this team. And now maybe, like I said in the update video I dropped today, earlier today, maybe now we kind of understand a little bit more why the team opted to, out of nowhere, call up Edgardo Henriquez, or Baby Bazooka, as some call him. Maybe now we understand why. It's because that injury was there, because they did have some worry about the bounce back from Brusdar Graterol. Hoping the best, but I don't expect to see him back. And that's a bummer. That is such a bummer. That kid is so goddamn good. Badan Coes in the chat says, I'm drunk AF. Let's go. Hey, listen. I appreciate you in the chat being drunkies. It's a good place. It's a good place to be there. Diane again says, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not. We're going to be here all postseason long. 11 more wins for this team. And we're celebrating for real. We're celebrating that piece of metal, as Rob Manfred likes to call it here. What did I see? Mr. Classic in the chat. Regardless of what our rotation is look like or is dead. Regardless of what rotation, our rotation is dead. Gotcha. Bullpen is the way to go if that's even possible. They're going to need to get creative. They're definitely going to get creative. They have no choice but to be creative, because Landon Knack didn't show very well against the Padres. He's been decent at different points in time. Jack Flaherty, I have a little bit of some yellow flags. I have some concerns, but I don't listen. Dodgers just won, secured the NOS title here. Secured another division title. I don't want to go to the negative. We got plenty of other time, other shows. We got a week before meaningful games after this series in Colorado. And by the way, I really hope they don't blow their load in Colorado. Bubble wrap everybody you can. Use the young pitchers as much as you can. Keep these bats. Keep the older players healthy, alive. Because I hate Colorado. We've seen just too many weird things happen in Colorado. And if they're meaningless games, treat them as such. And then you can do your little practice thing. You play against each other during that wild card bye round. But anyways, let's see what else we got here in the chat. Again, probably getting out here real soon. What am I looking at? I see Kevin lying to Diane for sure in the chat. Craig Osterberg with the update. Thank you very much. Says Freeman, no structural damage, should be ready. And that was kind of my eyeball doctor on the field. That's what I saw. I didn't see anything that would keep him out of the postseason. It wasn't a devastating play like we saw with Max Muncy in that final game of the 2021 postseason, where you lose your first baseman on a freak play. Dodgers lost their freak first baseman here for maybe 2 or 3 games. I don't know if you let Freddie play. I don't let him play in Colorado at all, to be honest. Just let him live, let him heal, and then he'll be ready to go for Game 1 of the NLDS in Los Angeles. Richie Flores says the offense and the bullpen will be a key for a long postseason run period, and this is this crew, this core of each, they can do it. They 100% can do it. They just need that opportunity. The starting pitching's got to keep it a game early in the game. Something they struggle with at times. Dan Moreno in the chat asking, play Ohtani in Colorado. Let him get to 2 homers. I think he's playing in Colorado. Shohei will play. He's a DH. They're just maybe don't have him stealing. But then again, he's so close to the 60 stolen bases. I think Shohei's the one guy. I mean, they're going to play. They're 100% going to play. Freddie, BC says Freddie's not needed. I agree with that. Shohei, give him his at-bats. Tell him take it easy where he can. But he's also, fighting for an MVP, so I can understand him wanting to get out there. He definitely wants to be that second. Would it be the second player to be an AL and a National League AL and NL MVP? That's what we want to see. Let's see what else we got here. No there. I don't have much else to say. I want to see the celebration myself, guys. Arctic Red Panda says Ohtani needs one more stolen base to move ahead of Ichiro. And that tells you right there, he will be playing. He will be playing in Colorado. He's going to be doing it either way. MLM2255 says Freeman would play in October even if he had a broken leg. Maybe not a broken leg, but I think it would take a lot. We already see him playing with a fractured finger for most of the last few weeks, month and a half. King Yellowman says Ohtani isn't fighting for MVP. It's unanimous. It better be unanimous, or else again I'm going to that whoever doesn't vote for him, I'm going to that frickin' that writer's house, and I'm giving him a piece of my mind. Just saying. But guys, I think that's about it. It's probably about wrap it up time. I got my guy, producer Kevin, in the chat trying to make me feel guilty. He says he was sober. I was a little worried. We'll get him right. I like to compete as always, and we'll get Kevin back on the next show. But listen, we're celebrating. We're having a good time. I almost knocked over the bottle. That means it's about time to wrap it up. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the comments, the question, the engagement here in the chat. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thank you so damn much for the super chats as well. You guys frickin' rock. I got to thank our channel members here, our YouTube members. I got to thank our Patreon supporters as well, who help keep the channel alive or help make it that much more gooder, as some people might say, if they don't know how to speak. $5 a month. You help support the channel, and you could also join us in our Discord server. We chat all throughout the game. We live and die all throughout the game with the super chat, not with the super chat. Sorry, with the Discord. So join us. We got a postseason run. Hang out with us, for 11 more wins, and we can have fun. Patreon.com/RealFRG, or click that join button somewhere by my head. All Dodgers is presented by Bet Online. I am Real FRG on the social media things. Follow me there if you want. The links are in the description. Hopefully we earned a thumbs up on the way out. Hopefully we earned a subscribe on the way out. Let's try to get to 7,500 subscribers here. I think we just passed 73. Let's get to 7,500. That would be very, very nice if we can help us get there. But anyways, that's about it. Okay, thanks. Bye.